Finally, Mohammed.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for waiting and
Mm.
reserving the class. All right. Well, Mohammed, it is nice to meet you, by the way.
I'm also, madam. Actually, I have seen your profile that is looks like very interesting. So I think, so
Ah,
yeah. So yesterday only I purchased this subscription of Cambly. So today is my second class. So I need,
wow.
yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I have purchased for 2 months.
All right. Very good. Very good. Now tell me, Mohammed, where are you from?
I am from India, ma'am.
Oh, wow. India. That's wonderful. And where in India do you live?
Mumbai, Mumbai.
I haven't been to Mumbai, but I have been to Delhi.
Okay.
Yes, I've been to a few places. I'd like to go to Mumbai someday.
Okay. So
And
I am from Mumbai. I am from Mumbai only.
you are from Mumbai. And what do you do there? Do you work or do you go to school?
No, actually, I am software engineer.
Okay, very good, very good. And how long have you been studying English?
So my graduation and post graduation in English only. Like
Okay.
yeah. So, but we didn't get any kind of like environment where we can speak in English.
Mm-hmm.
So, so and now in my company also we are using our native language only in our companies.
Right.
Some sometimes some meeting is hardly we are using English, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So you're not really using English except for the technical things.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what would you like to accomplish here with your classes on Cambly?
What? What?
What would you like to accomplish with your
Yes.
classes on Cambly? Hmm.
So my goal, you are talking about my goal, na?
That's correct. Hmm.
So I want to accomplish like to speak like a fluent speaker. And second things like I want to change my pronunciation because if we there is when I talk with someone in English, so
Uh,
some my native language touch is there.
that's right. Hmm.
So I want to remove this touch and I want to more elaborate and I want to more fluent speaking like you guys that you are native speakers are speaking. So
Hmm.
I want more focus in like in pronunciation as well as like speaking like American how they are speaking. So my target is that one.
I see. Well, of course, what? So you want to increase your fluency and reduce your accent.
Yes, yes.
But before you do that, you will have to review your grammar because I have noticed with what you've said so far that you are making mistakes in grammar. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And well, how many classes are you taking a week? How
Five.
many classes? Huh?
Five.
5 classes. Okay, very good. That's excellent. So
30 minutes.
30 minutes, 5 days a week. That's excellent. So this will give you an opportunity. Okay. I don't teach grammar. All right. Why? Because I don't like it. Nobody likes studying grammar is boring and even teaching grammar is but it is necessary for you to review it. Okay. Why? Because I've noticed you have holes in your speech, and those holes are grammatical mistakes. And the only way to communicate effectively is to be able to construct complete and coherent sentences. Okay. So, my suggestion to you now that you're just getting started on Cambly, is find, Cambly has thousands of very
So
good teachers. Okay. I specialize in conversational skills. Okay. So, my part is I can help a student improve conversational skills, reduce accent reduction, pronunciation, phonetics, so forth and so on. That's what I do best and what I like doing. Okay. Usually I work with people who already speak English. So far, you are getting your point across. So I think that we could work together. But I would recommend that you take since you're taking 5 classes, take 2 classes a week with a teacher. Look for a profile of a teacher who specializes in grammar. Okay, strictly grammar.
Strictly grammar.
Strictly grammar. So you do twice a week, strictly grammar, okay? And you'll do the exercises and all that, which again, I know it's not, nobody likes studying grammar, but it's really necessary, okay? If you want to improve, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you can go review grammar. That would be parts of speech like, the typical nouns, pronouns,
Now,
verbs, etc., 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 and verbal conjugations, verbal tenses, and conjugations. Those things are memory. You need to memorize conjugation. Start with the simple stuff, past tense, present tense, future tense, simple past, so forth and so on. This, the teacher, the specialist in grammar would help you with. Okay, better than me. I can correct grammar, and I will when I hear you perhaps making mistakes like conjugation and stuff, but you already need to have that base. All right, that's my recommendation. Number 1. Number 2. Okay, do you watch English television? Do you English programming, films, series? Do you watch
yes,
English? Yes. Okay.
yes, I do watch.
Good. So now, what do you have? Netflix or something like? You have like a streaming
Netflix,
service? Okay.
Netflix, Amazon Prime. I have.
Fabulous. Choose a series that you like. Okay, but choose something contemporary. What does that mean? Don't choose something that has modern speech. Okay, not like the Roman Empire. You're going to listen to things that you're not going to talk. Friends is a very good example of a great series. Very simple, fun, and easy to start with. And what my suggestion, this is a very good exercise for improving your listening and comprehension skills. Okay, and for getting used to people's pronunciation and the way people interact in certain conversations, certain situations. Okay, because you're also looking at the action. But do not use subtitles in your language. Okay. Now, if you don't understand at the beginning, if you really must, then only use English subtitles.
Okay.
And I would do this. This is what I tell my students. I would do this this is not entertainment. It's actually an exercise. Take it as homework. Okay. So you take one episode. If you need to watch it with the English subtitles, watch it once with the English subtitles and watch it again without anything.
That's great. Oh, yeah.
To see how much you are actually understanding. Okay, we want to work that up to an 80% ideally. You don't have to understand every single word, but if we get to an 80% comprehension, that's pretty good. Okay, that's good enough. And it helps you with this. It helps you with getting used to pronunciation. Okay, and where you're going to get your vocabulary, which is very essential. Of course, vocabulary is essential even at my age, even in my language, and forever. We always learn new words. Okay, so the more vocabulary you have, the more ammunition, the better it is for you. You'll have more to communicate with. So read articles. I'm gonna give you right now something that we use a lot in Cambly, and it's an excellent source. I use it in class also, which is yeah. That has the latest news, and has different levels. At your level, I would suggest you start with an intermediate number 5 or 6 at max. That's pushing it, but 5. Level 5, I think, would be good for you to start with. And I can also, in class, I will choose things for you to read. I will choose different lesson plans that we'll do together. Okay. But what is good about this Angu is that not only is it like very up to date with news and interesting stories, it has vocabulary words. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
With the examples and definitions, examples, and also in many cases the audio. It has the audio, so you can hear the how it is pronounced. Okay.
Okay.
And then read out loud, which is something you're going to be doing with me as well. You read out loud, okay, to listen to yourself. And when you're reading, this is the opportunity then to stop and take note of the things that you don't understand.
Mhm.
Okay, that's why you don't want to do this when you're watching a season of Friends. Okay, because these are two different things. That this is the brain. It's neuro linguistics 101. The brain is not formatted to focus on four things. We can multitask, yes, we can multitask, but we'll never put 100% focus on four things at the same time. That's obvious. So when you're using one faculty, which is this, okay, the minute you shift to read, this is gone. See
Yes. Yes.
what I'm telling? So that's why I say this is not the time for you to stop and interrupt this. If you have to do it at the beginning with English, fine, but then watch it again. Okay. And then when is a good time to do that? When you're reading. When you're reading, you can stop, you can check the words and the things that you don't understand and look them up, get that out of the way. So that's another thing. So there's a lot of things that can be done. I'm just saying things that you can do on your own already. Okay. And that will help you. Now, we have also exercises, phonetic exercises. All right. And pronunciation exercises. And this will come with time. Okay. Because this takes time, it takes practice. And you have an accent that actually is an Indian accent. People you share a similar accent to those of your country. Okay. And it is what it is. Okay. Each country, each region, that they have some sort of, not everyone has an accent, a strong accent, but generally speaking, Indians have a very strong accent. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So this is the part where that's why you need to get these other things out of the way to get more fluid with the language before you even focus so much. We will do that. I will correct pronunciation, but to focus seriously on like phonetics, pronunciation, because that is in and of itself, it is something that takes time and effort and practice. Okay. And
Yes.
because you don't live in an English speaking country, you probably will always have an accent,
Hmm.
but we can reduce the accent. Okay. We can improve that accent, but that is practice and exercising your tongue, literally. Okay.
Okay.
So that's my piece of so look, for example, let me see. We have 15 minutes. I want to look for pronunciation. Okay, minimal peers. Just to give you an example, because where are the R's? They don't have R's here. The P's, the L's. Trying to find something that is typical of. Okay, like for example, R. But this L and R is mostly for Asians. This is not exactly for Indians. Let me see. I'm going to look for something here because we have other sources online. Common pronunciation. pronunciation mistakes by Indian speakers. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so common pronunciation mistakes by Indians. Okay. Let me see. All right. Let's see. God. This is not what I'm trying to see. Wait, just a second. Speak like a native. All right. So there you go. The schwa sound. Okay. Voicing and the, okay, examples. All right. The wonderful characterized development suggestion. English. I usually recommend, okay. Type 3. Okay, this is going to be a little difficult because it has symbols that you're not going to understand. So I'm just going to get a video that you can watch later. Okay, we're not going to watch it. Okay, so they have a lot of resources online where you can also watch videos and check where these mistakes are. Okay, let me look for something else so that we can start. Hopefully, common pronunciation mistakes. Indian pronunciation. Oh, B versus B. Okay. So there's B versus B. And let me see. Minimal pairs. B versus B. Open material. Okay. Let's see. Minimal pairs. B versus B. So each row contains a minimal pair contrasting P and B sounds. Number 1. First, review the pronunciation of each minimal pair. Next, for each row, the tutor says either the left or the right word. Okay. The student circles which word they heard. Switch roles and have the student say one word from each pair. If the tutor can't tell which word it was, practice mimicking the tutor pronunciation. Can you think of more minimal pairs for these sounds? All right. So let's see. First, let's review the pronunciation of each minimal pair. I'll read and you repeat after me, okay?
Okay.
So it's pack,
Pack,
back.
back.
Good. Pin,
Pin,
bin,
bin.
pot,
Pot,
bot,
bot.
mop,
Mop,
mob,
mob.
rope,
Rope,
robe.
rope.
To repel,
To repel,
to rebel.
to rebel.
Good. Pride,
Pride,
bride.
bride.
Pie,
Pie,
buy.
buy.
Flappy,
Flappy,
flabby.
flabby.
Pen,
Ben,
ben.
ben.
Oh, you don't seem to have such a problem with P and B. But you have a problem with R.
Which one?
R. Rope,
R.
robe, rope,
Rope,
robe.
rope, rope,
Ah,
robe.
that's the
Rope,
hard
rope.
one. Rope, robe.
Rope, rope, robe.
That's going to be a hard one, but most people that are not native English speakers have a very hard time with the R. Okay,
Yeah.
so I am going to say, I'm going to start again, okay,
Yes.
with the first row. I'm going to say one word or the other, and I'm going to ask you to circle the one that you heard, okay?
Okay.
Back.
Back. I need to circle this one, na?
Circle the one that you hear me say.
First one right.
The first line.
Yes. Here it is not. This pen
I
is not
I
working.
told you back. Which one is it? Can you?
First one. This pen is not working. I'm trying. It's
I'm
not
sorry.
writing.
You're trying and it's not writing.
Yeah, it's not writing.
Okay, so it's number 1 or number 2?
Number 2. First one. Yeah.
Aha, very good. Number 2, that's it. I'll do it for you. Okay, so I see you're not having too much trouble with that pin.
Yes. Second one. First one. Second line. First one. Second row. First one.
Second line, first one. Pin, very good. You're actually not doing bad with this. And bought.
Third line. Right side.
That's right. That's right. Very good. Mop.
Fourth line. First one.
Exactly. How about rope?
Fifth line. First one.
Very good. To rebel.
Sixth line. Second one.
Very good. And bride.
Down. To rebel down.
I'm sorry.
Down to rebel. After pride.
Under, not down. Under rebel.
Under rebel. Okay.
Very
Rebel.
good. How about pie?
Pie. Under pride. Under
Very
pride.
good. Under pride. Very good. And flappy.
Under pie.
Very good. And then Ben?
Under flabby.
Flabby. That's right. You know, I don't
Flabby.
think you don't have a problem with the P and B.
Okay.
Actually, although it says here that this is Indian pronunciation problems, P versus P, it is not one of your problems. So you've passed the P and B, but you have the R. The R is okay. That's normal. Okay. It'll take some time to correct. It's one of the hardest letters
Yes.
for most non-English speakers. Okay. So you've done well with this. No need to get on with this. Okay, let's see. Now, this is I'm being mean now. I'm gonna be mean now. This is tongue twisters.
Okay.
Peter Piper. Okay.
Peter Piper.
Can you read this? I know I'm being mean now.
Okay. So Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Very good.
A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked.
Peter Piper picked.
Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where is the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Wow, you did very well with that. Okay, but this here you do show that your accent. Okay, but you read well. This is a good job. Good job with a tongue twister. But you go Peter Piper. That's very Indian. It is not wrong. Okay, it is just sound Indian. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Pickled peppers. See, it is your accent. It is not wrong. Okay, so we have to understand that. To work on this is going to take time. Okay. Peter Piper. Can you say that?
Peter Piper.
Peter Piper
Tutor, Piper,
No, it's the R. Picked a peck.
Peck.
See, you say picked a peck. This is how you're saying it. Picked a peck. This is how you say it.
Pick,
Picked a peck.
pick a peck. Pick a peck
It's gonna take time. Of pickled peppers.
of pickled peppers.
You say a pickled pepper. It is your accent. That's right. It's gonna take that. I'll tell you right now. This is a little test. Okay. This is a little test we're doing here, but the accent is gonna take some time. I'm just gonna tell you right now. You're
Yes.
gonna have to be patient. Now, did you read incorrectly? No. This is a tongue twister, and you did quite well. You did quite well with an accent. Okay? So it wasn't incorrect. So you should be happy about that. Okay, Mohammed, we only have 3 minutes left. Do you have any questions for me so far?
So if tomorrow onwards what we can discuss if you want to discuss something.
Oh, we can read an article, or we can choose a lesson plan also, okay, to follow. It's up to you. Or we can mix. We can do a little bit of each, all right? And by reading an article, you will read the article. I will correct if you are pronouncing something incorrectly, okay? Now remember, you might be pronouncing correctly, you might be reading correctly, just like you did with this, but you will have an accent, and the accent will have to be corrected in time with specific exercises. All right? The listening and comprehension is very important, Mohammed. Listening to English programming. Listening a lot, as much as you can, because you want to be exposed to the language as much as you can. Okay? You don't live in an English-speaking country. So that's the closest thing to an immersion program. Okay? So ideally, you would want to go spend 6 months in Canada, the US, or the UK, and be immersed in a language, right? But this is not possible because you are in India. So the closest thing for you to do is to expose yourself to the language as much as possible. All right.
Okay.
So that's
great, ma'am.
that's the best I can advise for you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Actually, yeah, today's session was amazing.
Oh, well, thank you, my darling. Remember, look for that grammar teacher, all right? Because you're going to need it.
Yes,
And then we can, balance between the grammar and our practice, okay?
definitely. Yes, definitely.
All right. Okay, my darling. So I think, well, we don't have much time left. What do you do in your time off? Are you in quarantine right now in Mumbai?
No, actually, in quarantine.
Yes, quarantine.
Quarantine.
Mhm.
Yeah, in quarantine, like some of the movement has started. Means people are going to the office also,
Mhm.
and we have some kind of zones like green zone, red zone.
Oh,
Virus
okay.
is there. More cases were found in particular in particular areas. That zone we need
Mhm.
to declare in red zone.
I got it.
Yeah. So this is the thing
Okay.
we are doing.
Oh, well. Oh, my God. Okay, we only have a few seconds left. Okay, Mohammed, it was nice meeting you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care.
It
Bye-bye.
was nice. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye. Thank you.